Hi and hello everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a great albums video, basically me going over a bunch of records that I had some strong feelings on over the past month or so, just kind of reminding you guys that they exist. I reviewed them, I've shouted them out in some form or fashion, and I don't want them to slip through the cracks on you. So, without any further ado, everything I talk about is linked down below, so you could check it out further, and I feel like these projects are very much worth your time. Starting with the new Earl, Live, Laugh, Love. One of his best records yet. To me, really like the other side of the some rap songs coin, where Earl's abstract style is still quite personal as it was on that, very modern classic record, you could say at this point. But instead, the vibes and a lot of the lyricism on this record in comparison are much more mature, are, I would say, much more positive. Earl is most definitely in a very different part of his life here on this record than he was on the Some Rap Songs album as a point of comparison. And it sort of makes just like for a very intriguing listen, really great loopy production all around on this record. Again, it's very abstract, a lot of shortcuts, a lot of short songs on this thing, but still one of his strongest and most potent and most emotional releases yet, for sure. All right, moving on from there, we have this new horror record, or HO9909, Tomorrow We Escape. A record that's a really cool and interesting amalgamation of industrial rock, of hardcore punk, of horrorcore, of hardcore hip hop, also alt metal, and it goes further from there. Like the amount of genres that these guys touch down on this, very very trim. Very, very direct and to the point album. It's a lot of bases being covered on this thing, and in my opinion, this being their third full-length LP, from what I remember, is their most versatile and I think most creative yet in terms of like fusing all of these sounds and ideas together in a way that is seamless and exciting and unique to them. Some of their best and most hard-hitting songwriting so far too. The choruses really pop across this record. The riffs sound great. And, again, I feel like these guys do meld these hip-hop and metal and punk elements without, sort of falling into some of those, same problems and issues that, you may typically get with like a lot of bad nu metal revivalist and rap metal revivalist stuff. It's like all of that, but the cringe factor is completely thrown to the side and tossed into the shredder. But really great record from Horror. Again, I feel like their best yet, and a really fun, thrilling, hard-hitting project that for sure is going to be exciting to see them take out on the road. We also have the new JID, God Does Like Ugly, banger record, obviously prelude edition over here that has all of the additional tracks and everything around this album cycle. And yes, Atlanta rapper JID does it again. He is handily one of the most lyrical and technically talented spitters in the game right now, and this record continues to prove why he is as relevant as he is to this day, because it's been a while since he really broke through on J. Cole's Dreamville Records. A lot of excellent collaborations on this LP, a lot of thoughtful verses, a lot of great quality wordplay. I mean, again, JID just continues to be one of the best rappers out there, point blank period. And while I didn't enjoy this one as much as his last, it's still a completely excellent record with a lot of mind-blowing moments. Next, Ninajirachi, I Love My Computer. If you're looking for a very peppy, hard-hitting, and colorful EDM release with a lot of thematic songs that explore feelings around, the personal and the way tech kind of influences that, whether it's, romance and existentialism and, various like social dynamics and so on and so forth. You want to give this album a listen. It's very fun, catchy, playful little record with a lot of thought that clearly went into it. And yeah, also liking, you know, the versatility across the album as well in terms of like the, you know, various fusions of electronic music and pop across its track list. Very good quality album, a great debut from Nina for sure. All right, we have also one over here from really one of my favorite records. Honestly, I'm loving all these albums, but this one especially has been sort of getting a lot of repeats. It's the new Nourished by Time album, The Passionate Ones. And, you know, if you're looking for some underground, kind of grimy, creative R&B, neo-soul with a bedroom pop twist, you definitely want to hear this record out. I mean, the songs, again, are a little fuzzy and rough around the edges, but like, you know, once they click, like they really, really, really do click. They are incredible songs with fantastic moments melodically and lyrically. Again, I know the production is a little rough around the edges, but, you know, the songs are so goddamn good, and the vocals are so damn interesting, that they shine through that muck, like, pretty much all the time across this track list. But, you know, I could also see, like, an appeal to the fact that there is something very kind of spacey and mysterious to the presentation on these songs, too. I mean, as I listen to the record more and more, I mean, there was definitely, you know, kind of appeal to that vibe. There's like a hypnagogic kind of quality to it as well. I believe in my review, I said something about, you know, kind of likening this to something along the lines of, you know, like this old 90s R&B demo that is now kind of like seeing the light of day. You know what I mean? So, you know, really interesting, really great record from Nourished by Time over here. So, all right. Also, and on top of that, shout out to Tyler Childers for his Snipe Hunter album. Really my country record of the year thus far, filled with great tunes and, you know, really a bold and exciting record from Tyler as well. Not only because of the way Hinduism kind of ties in with the last couple of tracks, like philosophically, to create some like, you know, really beautiful moments, but also all of the interesting country and rock fusions across this record as well. I mean, I've never heard Tyler so fired up on so many tracks back to back to back to back. Again, just really incredible record from Tyler, a banger country album that, you know, I feel like people who maybe are not always into country music, you should give it a shot, you know, even if you're a little country averse. All right, moving on from there, I want to give a shout out to a few shorter, smaller projects, EPs and the like that I have been really enjoying. Just kind of touch down on them real quick. And again, these are linked down below as well. These guys are an Australian duo and beyond, if only you knew. They're a hip hop duo that have a range of influences across the genre. And I feel like the lyrics and production on this new EP of theirs really stands out. I mean, a majority of the tracks, I will say, have like a bit of an old school flair to them, but, you know, there is like something kind of refreshing and really cool and sharp about the way they've kind of modernized a lot of these throwback sounds. So, and, you know, it's been a while since I've heard some Australian hip hop that sounded this good, frankly. Moving on from there. Also, Deki Alem, Forget in Mass. This is a new EP from a Swedish duo who, you know, are really kind of throwing it back to the 90s in terms of like giving us some pop and hip hop fusions, a lot of trip hop too. You know, if you're huge into Gorillaz, huge into Massive Attack, I think you're really going to get a lot out of this EP, and their influences and kind of the musical ideas they touch down on extend even beyond that. So, you know, actually I'm really loving what they're doing on this EP. There are some moments where, again, the influences are really, you know, quite obvious, but the production and the songwriting across the entire thing, regardless of how original any sounds or ideas are completely killer. And, you know, again, even with the trip hop vibes being so strong and so apparent, it's been a while since I've heard a newer artist like do them this well. You know, it's something that is rarely done this well in modern times. So, you know, really enjoying this EP too. Give this one a listen, especially again, if you're into Massive Attack, if you're into Portishead, all that. All right. Also, quick shout out to the new Yeat EP, Dangerous Summer. It's not a perfect EP, and obviously it's just kind of like setting up for his next full-length album, but I do think there's a lot of like really good quality bangers on this EP, honestly. Like, this is the most excited I've been about Yeat's music since like 2093, which I know is not like that long ago, but I mean, simultaneously, it doesn't feel like just a repeat, merely a repeat of everything he was doing on that album. There's like a clarity to the material on this record that I'm really enjoying. The beat choice is fantastic as well. And I feel like he's really in his bag when it comes to the hooks on this thing too. So I'm really enjoying this EP too. All right. And shout out to a Gingerbee for this Apiary project. This is, this video, this project is like the first I'm hearing of this band and their Bandcamp page. From what I understand, they are like literally an internet band whose members are dispersed across the globe, as it were. Just everybody is from a different place. So they're all kind of like, working together and recording together remotely in a way. And what they're doing is like the most frilly, technical, noisy, abrasive, and chaotic combination of like emo, punk, noise rock, and baroque pop too, because there's like some really wonderful and interesting arrangements that are kind of placed all around the music on these songs as well, which again makes for a very harsh and crazy contrast with some of the more abrasive rock instrumentation and the scream vocals and so on and so forth. And the band seems to have like a bit of a jokey self-awareness about themselves and what they do. I mean, after all, their Bandcamp says that this project is essentially the fakest and gayest emo music ever made, which, I mean, obviously is kind of said in jest. But yeah, it's like a very unique sound. I'll give it that. And the more I listened to it, the more intrigued about it I was, even if it was like kind of lo-fi and quite harsh on the ears. But yeah, Apiary from Gingerbee. And that is going to be it. Those are the great albums I wanted to shout out for this video. You guys are the best. Hopefully you got some good recommendations here. Let me know what some of your favorite albums have been over the past month and a half, and I will see you in the next one. Anthony Fantano, great albums forever.